الرحيم الله وبركاته. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Brothers and sisters, tomorrow is the last day for the US election. In fact, tomorrow is known as an election day, but the election had been going on for the last many days. Over 90 million votes have been voted, have been counted, and tomorrow is the last day for it. But certainly tomorrow will be a decisive day where all Americans are going to decide whom is going to lead this great nation, this great country in this coming 4 years. And therefore, for us Muslims, as a part of this nation, as an integral part of this United States of America, for us participating in this process is not only a civic right. In fact, it is a part of our religious teaching. Why I'm calling this a religious teaching? Because people tend to divide between segments of human's life, between mosque and market, between school and home. For us Muslims, when we talk about life, we are talking about every single of humans aspect of human's life. Now, one of the reasons why Islam pay attention to what we call in Islam al-amr al-ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar, bringing good and resisting evil, is fundamentally commanded in al-Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Ali Imran, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَأُولَئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala define the successful people, al-muflihun, by mentioning the importance of amr al-ma'ruf and nahy al-munkar. Joining the good and resisting the bad. Now, in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he explains that our iman, or the level of our faith, is determined by our courage to prevent the evil. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Man ra'a minkum munkaran falyughayyirhu biyadihi." If any of you sees any munkar, any evil, any bad things in the community, in the society, should he or she change by his hand? If you have an authority, use that authority to bring good and resist the evil. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ, and if he or she is not able to do such, فَبِلِسَانِهِ, that by your tongue. You have to speak up. You have to speak up against evil. And if still you cannot do that, فَبِقَلْبِهِ, then by your heart. But the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ says, وَذَلِكَ أَضْعَفُ الْإِيمَانِ, that is the lowest level of faith. In other words, that Islam wants us to play an important role in the community to bring good and prevent evil. And let me just remind you, my brothers and sisters, that how evil prevail when that evil gets political power, when that evil gets authority. So we see in the society how prevail that evilness because of what? Because of the power, because of the authority. And the only one can change that is the people themselves. And therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. That Allah will never change the situation of any nation, including the United States of America, unless that nation change themselves. So let's get back to us as Muslim community. We are all a part of this nation. And the consequences of political process in the nation, in this country, will be on us. The good or bad leader will be elected, will have good or bad consequences on us as a part of American society. And therefore, our participation in this political process, taking part in this election, is paramount important, and even I call it required by our faith. Now, brothers and sisters, our participation in this political process is about our existence to be recognized. It's about recognition. Those politicians will not see whom you vote, either this candidate or that candidate, but the moment you register to vote and vote, you are recognized that you are exist in America. You are an American. You are part of this nation. So Muslim, you have to get out, because that is the way to let the American people that we are here. We are not guests. We are not foreign. We are Americans, and therefore we take our right as Americans. So election is not only electing a president or a congressman or senator. It is about affirming our existence, being Americans as a part of this nation. This is the first reason why it is important. The second reason why it is important to take part in this election, because it is about fair share. It is about social justice. As you may experience in the last few years, brothers and sisters, how certain part of our nation has been marginalized. Those who are immigrants are mocked. The non-white people are mocked. Looks like they are just second-class citizens. And that is because of the environment that has been created by certain political tendencies in the country. But who put that leader? Either you vote for him or for them, or because you're absent. You didn't take the responsibility. So the environment had been built to create animosity, tension, marginalization to certain portion of the community. There is no social justice. This election is about social justice. We Muslim community, we don't want privilege. We just want fairness. We just want justice. We want equal treatment as our white brothers are treated. We want that treatment as to the black. We want that treatment to the South Asians. We want that treatment to the Asian, to the Chinese, to the Korean. We want that for the Jewish. We want that for the Christian. We want that for the Muslim. We just want equal treatment. So this election is about social justice, and it is paramount important to take part. The third reason why it is paramount important for the Muslims to take part in these elections is about peace. It's about harmony. It's about togetherness. It is about building unity. Because the environment that have been built by this political establishment in the past few years is about division. People divide themselves on many lines, on many grounds. And it is religious grounds, and it is racial grounds. It is the time to have a leader who can unify. It's a time to have a leader who can unite people. America is United States. It is not just for certain people. But we need a leader who can unite this nation. We need a leader who can embrace every single human and every single American. Because either you came many centuries ago or you just came a few months back, as long as you are legally living in America, you are considered American. And you have the right to be considered Americans. But because of the environment that had been created by the political establishment in the past few years, sometimes we feel that we are considered foreign in our own country. So it is a time now for all Americans, including Muslims, to take part and make sure that the leader that we're going to elect is the leader that can embrace every single American without any distinction, without any differentiation on the basis of religion, on the basis of skin color, on the basis of race or ethnicity, because America is United States of America. This is the reason number three. The third reason. The fourth reason why you have to elect, why you have to take part in this political process, is about immigration, my brothers and sisters. You know, America is known as a land of immigrations. Either you came from Europe, you are immigrants, by the way. Or you came from Africa, you are immigrants. Or you came from Asia, you are immigrants. Either you are Jews or Christians or Catholics, Italian, Irish, South Asian, Middle Eastern. We are all immigrants. And no one, should feel that they are real American and others are not real American because of race, because the real Americans are Native Indian Americans. Everyone else is immigrant in this country. But unfortunately, there's a tendency because of that political establishment in the past few years says that if you don't belong to a certain race, that looks like you're not Americans. Brothers, we want to make America great. And of course, the best way to make America great is by making America once again United States. That America is for all, justice for all, equality for all. It's about share for all. It's about treatment, just treatment for all. That's what America that we want to create. But once again, the role of a leader is critically important to create that environment. The last point I'd like to mention because of the time, and this is the most crucial, important reason why we have to take part in this, is about racial equality. In the past few months, we have seen how our African American brothers and sisters struggle for their rights to have this so-called equal racial equality. The violence against African Americans, the violence against non-white in the country, the violence against minority, I think is too much. And the best solution to that is to create an environment that everybody feels safe, secure, feel that everyone is protected. Yes, America is a great in terms of institution, but sometimes we see the people in whose hands that power, fail to create that environment, a safe environment for certain people. And you can see that how violence attack towards our African Americans that create Black Lives Matter. And for us Muslims, we understand that. And we are part of that process. Not because we defend certain race or certain skin color, but we defend the truth and justice. So this political process is about racial equality, economic equality. It's about healthcare. It's about equality, justice for all. And so, my brothers and sisters, I wanted to remind you once again, tomorrow is the last day. And hopefully, inshallah, at the end of the day, we're going to see good results that can bring back America to be real America. The America that we know. The America that, for us immigrants who come to America because we want that America. America that upholds the values, equality, justice, tolerance. It's about compassion. It's about embrace every single human in the country. It's about compassion to those children at the border. Yeah, those who are put in cages. All these are taken into consideration. Then I'm sure that if you have a heart and mind, you are going to get out and vote, because you want someone to lead this nation, this country, into the right direction, the direction that America wants, and the direction that we all Americans want. A great America is about values. It is not about slogans. So brothers, get out and vote. It is your civic right. At the same time, it is your religious responsibility. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.